Good morning to all. Welcome to biology class. Dear children, last day we discussed about the structure of ear. In ear, we can classify this into three parts. They are external ear, middle ear and internal ear. In external ear, pinna, auditory canal and tympanum. These are the portions of external ear. And sound waves from the atmosphere reaches in the auditory canal and it vibrates tympanum. And from there, that sound waves carried to the ear ossicles and ear ossicles seen in the middle ear. Then eustachian tube also part of middle ear. And sound waves from the ear ossicles reaches in the cochlea. We know that eustachian tube is connected to the pharynx and so it connects the middle ear and the pharynx. Eustachian tube is a tubular structure that connect the middle ear and the pharynx. Then from the ear ossicles that vibrations or sound waves reaches in the cochlea through the oval window. Today we are going to see the detailed structure of internal ear. This internal ear is protected inside a bony case called bony labyrinth, and membranous labyrinth is seen inside the bony labyrinth. Then two labyrinth is seen. They are bony labyrinth and membranous labyrinth. Now we are going to see the parts of internal ear. In internal ear, there are 5 parts. They are semicircular canals, vestibule, cochlea, vestibular nerve, auditory nerve. 2 nerves are seen. They are vestibular nerve and auditory nerve. Why 2 nerves are seen only in the internal ear? Last classes we discussed about the structure of eye. In eye, optic nerve is there. This optic nerve carries impulses to the brain. But in the case of ear, 2 nerves are there, vestibular nerve and auditory nerve, because it performs 2 functions. Vestibular nerve carries impulses to the cerebellum. We know that cerebellum is one part of brain. Cerebellum helps for the balancing of our body. Then this also related to the balancing of body. Then first 3 parts are included for the functioning of balancing of body. That means semicircular canal, vestibule and vestibular nerve. Their function is balancing of body. Another part is cochlea and auditory nerve. Auditory nerve carries impulses to the cerebrum. We know that cerebrum helps to enhance the sensations of body. Then hearing, example for one, sensations of our body. Then here you can see the picture of unfolded cochlea. What was the shape of cochlea? Cochlea is a coiled structure like the shell of snail. Then here you can see the unfolded cochlea. In the unfolded cochlea, 3 chambers are present. They are upper chamber, middle chamber and lower chamber. Then in front of these chambers you can see the oval window. That is a membranous part, hole like part, and through this hole, these vibrations from the ear ossicles, malleus incus stapes. These are the ear ossicles, cartilaginous bones. From the ear ossicles, this sound waves vibrates this oval window, and that reaches in the vibration reaches in the chambers of cochlea. These chambers are filled with the two types of fluid. They are perilimb and endolimb. Upper chamber and lower chamber is filled with the perilimb. Peri means side. Then upper side and lower side. Upper chamber in the upper side, lower chamber in the lower side. Then these two chambers filled with a fluid called perilimb, and inner part is called that middle chamber. That middle chamber is filled with the endolimb. Then one membranous structure is seen above the lower chamber, and this membranous structure is called basilar membrane, and this basilar membrane is seen between the lower chamber and middle chamber. Then this basilar membrane separates lower chamber and middle chamber, and sensory hair cells are, these are the special cells or receptor cells seen in the cochlea. These receptors, in exam continuously they are asking this name, sensory hair cells. Sensory hair cells are the receptor cells of ear. That means it is present in the cochlea that help for the hearing. Then these receptors called sensory hair cells stimulates, and as a result of this stimulation, when the sound waves reaches in the cell, that cell vibrates. That time impulses forms. These impulses reaches in the cerebrum through the auditory nerve. Then hearing is possible. Like that, when we as a result of this movement of our body, hair cells that seen in the vestibule and semicircular canals vibrates or stimulates, and impulses forms and reaches in the cerebellum, and as a result it helps for the balancing of our body. Then so, this internal ear help us for hearing and balancing of our body. Then now hearing is possible with the help of these nerves. Thank you. Have a nice day.